Hey, it's Friday, the 6th of September, 2019, and I got some updates for you. It's State Fair time here in New Mexico, and just a few other things to talk about. Stay tuned. Hey, this is Rick, also known as Duke City Devil Dog. Just bringing an update. Haven't done one for a few days. Things have changed. Um, Number one thing is that it looks like I'm going to go a different path than Swift. I've been leaning towards Swift. I've been thinking about that um, and trying to decide if that's the best path. After weighing all my options and everything, it looks like Swift's not going to be the way I'm going to go. That left Rail. However, Rail is only hiring flatbed out of my area, and about the time I'm going to be starting, winter's going to be hitting, and thinking about flatbed during the winter. Thinking about flatbed anyway. It's just something that I'm not gung ho about, but definitely during the winter, being out there is not the best move for me. So open up a couple of other options. Two new ones I'm looking at. One is U.S. Express, and the other one is Stevens Transport. And after looking at everything that they offer and what's going to happen, it looks like right now I'm leaning towards Stevens Transport. They're out of Dallas. They have some schools all over the country or contract with schools. Looks like the school, if I go, is going to be up in Denver, in the Denver area. And that's going to be 3 weeks there, then heading down to Dallas. Once I get to Dallas, do an orientation, get on a truck. 240 hours behind the wheel is what's required by Stevens. They run only reefer, so that primarily reefer anyway. They have a couple of small divisions that do a couple other things, but almost all of it's reefer. So that answered that question, whether going reefer, dry van, or looking at flatbed. So reefer looks like the way. Some things that I like about Stevens: they just raised their entry pay rate up from 30 cents to 36 cents. Now that doesn't seem like a lot for a lot of people, but it's pretty decent when I look at starting pay, especially for people with zero experience. So that's a pretty good option there. Then I also looked at their equipment, because equipment I think is important. And I was surprised at how many of the larger carriers don't have APUs in their vehicles. I mean, more and more are starting to put inverters in, but not so much APUs. All of Stevens' fleet have APUs in them, so that really makes a big difference. Those auxiliary power units can make a huge difference in gas savings, in diesel savings, in noise, in especially in places that maybe have restrictions about idling. APUs can get around that, so that was really important to me. And their average fleet age is around 18 months. So those things together makes me want to lean towards Stevens. Now that said, time frame. I wanted to try to push this out until November, but it looks like it may be sooner than that. So I'm not going to confirm a date yet because I need to find out a couple more things. But when I decide, I will let you know. And I'll also let you know in the next week whether Stevens is absolutely going to be the way that I'm going to go with this. They do tend to run a lot of miles for their drivers. I mean, average run size is more than 1,000 miles. Most of their drivers, newer drivers, will run 28 to 3,100 after just a couple months. So that's pretty good, and I'm looking forward to that because that's what I want to do. That said, other things going on. It is State Fair time here in New Mexico. Just starting today, yesterday and today. If you've never been to the State Fair in New Mexico, it's a great place to go. The art, the games, the all the demonstrations and everything, but the food, of course. Anytime you go to State Fair, food. Here in New Mexico, green chili cook-offs or green chili cheeseburger cook-offs, spam cook-offs, believe it or not, and turkey legs, of course all the fried stuff, Oreos, butter, fried this, fried that. I think they're even going to come up with fried stuff. I don't know what that is, but that's what it seems like. Music, everything else is just going to be amazing. So I'm going to try to go. Maybe the last chance I get to go for a while. Maybe I'll get to hit some of the other state fairs around the country as I'm traversing the country. So it'll be interesting to see what we can do and what to see. But like I said, it is state fair time here in New Mexico, here in Albuquerque. Leave some comments below if you've gone to state fair somewhere else, or if you've gone to the state fair here in New Mexico. Let me know what you think about it, what you like, what you don't like, everything like that. We go straight from state fair, just so you know, here in September, right into the first part of October, and then it is Balloon Fiesta time. If you haven't been to New Mexico and haven't been to Albuquerque and seen the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta, it's the #1 photographed event in the world. It's just amazing. It's a week of just of beauty in the skies. So hopefully the weather will hold up for that. But that's going to be in early October, so something to see if you ever get a chance to go this way. I appreciate you guys following me. I appreciate you guys checking out my channel, and appreciate if you leave me a comment. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe please. Hit the bell for notifications. Once I get through starting in this process, I'm going to try to post regularly, and you can follow along and see what kind of progress I'm doing, where I'm going, all that stuff like that. Once I get solo into a truck, my intention is to post every day or almost every day, and just to give you an idea about what's going on and what's going on around the country, so, and what's going on the road. So I look forward to it. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I hope leading to the next week, I hope it leads to a great week ahead. God bless, and we will see you down the road.